Let's do this.
I'm ready to go here.
There you go.
You ready?
I thought that was actually somewhat clever.
And
I
time.
guess I was wrong. Right.
It's actually a possible. I reckon you don't have to Really? I reckon the guy who ran there.
Oh no. I made the background sprites disappear.
And you didn't.
Only
I
the
have
red
heard
demons
that
cause such catastrophe.
so many times.
Oh, this is my childhood nightmare.
If you keep walking forward here, the zombies spawn exactly the same way.
We do have our winner for the Science Bayonetta game. It is Andrew Williams.
What?
Ooh.
Okay.
Signed
Controller
by
issue.
one
Controller shit?
Yeah.
Flicky and one voice or motion capturist.
Everybody's so scared of this guy. And,
Yeah,
he's
well,
usually
yeah.
when people stop playing.
Voice capture actress.
Yes.
I signed it in purple, dude, so it's a nice colour.
And it says for esports.
Yes.
Sports.
To commemorate our grand victory.
So what Kareshi was just talking about is how he killed Firebrand triumphantly. And he said that most people are afraid of him, but
Not Kareshi.
Not Seawolf.
not Seawolf. Not
Seawolf has
Seawolf.
actually tamed the beast.
And not Kareshi. Believe it or not, controller's not good. I love that controller.
I'm just amazed that there's still any in this game called Flying Burritos.
Yeah, the flying burrito monster is pretty good.
It's
That's a rival religion for flying spaghetti
Flying
monster.
Burrito right now.
Just gonna go find some.
we'll see what
There's
happens. If something goes wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
So, believe it or not, he just thrashed that Aramar, and the Aramars in this game are even harder than the Aramars in the arcade version, which I have a lot of experience with. They just like kind of wiggle back and forth and then run right at you and get destroyed.
Yeah.
There's no fall damage, right?
No fall
Actually,
damage.
you can't.
Probably the one forgiving thing in this entire game.
Actually, having beaten both versions of this game for some reason, I can't tell which is harder.
They both. I've never played the NES version.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
I've only played the arcade version.
The arcade version, I think, is a little bit harder from what I remember, but they're still both insanely hard.
Yeah, the arcade version, all the enemies spawn in the exact same spots every single loop, every
that's
time.
good.
They just get slightly faster and more angry as you get in the higher loops. But, I mean, you can kill them before they even move, so it's no problem, really.
Well, might as well.
I really should have summoned the
Is there armor here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're somewhere.
For me. Not for you.
What?
Yep.
That's not fair.
Sorry.
This game doesn't know fair.
That's not even yours. The bird dropped it.
Now, did you get that health so you can do the damage boost in 2 moments?
I didn't actually.
Oh, okay.
Because I've already spent so much time killing the other guys, so might as well just take the normal route. Make sure I can finish the level without dying.
So, there's a cool damage boost that you might see in Loop 2.
Maybe if I'm feeling.
Yeah.
So
You basically trick a bird into flying really high and let him just destroy you over the wall. And,
it's only in Super G and G that you can get better versions of the armor, right?
Yes.
no.
Ghouls and Ghosts as well.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
There's Ultimate Ghosts and Ghosts, too.
Yeah.
That's the PSP.
Oh, that was really bad.
Controller?
I'm basically going to be a little kid asking really obvious questions about fireman or
Oh,
everything.
I'll be right back. You have this guy.
Yeah. We are having some controller difficulty.
That was totally intentional. It was a death warp straight to the ending.
Was it?
I'm gonna take the blame for the controller problem because that's mine. It says PJ right on it. I don't know. Like, I think all of my hardware only works for me. Because last year MTI tried to play using a different NES controller. And was that a wall jump?
It's the same thing as Michael's Xbox 360 controller.
Must be, yeah.
So this is kind of a last-minute addition to the marathon, so I didn't bring a controller that I'm most comfortable with. So please forgive me.
Yeah, this was initially going to be Ghouls and Ghosts, done by me, But unfortunately, I've been having some serious issues with that lately. And I didn't think it would be very marathon friendly. So we had to swap it out.
And this game's more marathon friendly.
Yeah.
No,
It actually is.
Yeah, Ghouls and Ghosts has some...
Nice.
Anyway,
That was close.
that guy shouldn't have even come out. The guy still there. I just wasn't paying attention.
So are these platforms the exact same every single time?
Not really, no. And if you scroll off the screen and come back, then you can control them a little bit.
Hello.
That palette isn't right.
Yeah, that Street
Nice
Brawler,
job.
like the bottom of the screen was purple on this TV, I think.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Alright, actually that seems...
So this is a stage I've spent probably 90% of my Ghosts and Goblins experience for playing time on. Because in the arcade version, you can just hang out over here on the right side of the screen, and you can force spawn zombies whenever you want and just kill them for a bajillion points.
A bajillion?
A bajillion.
Exact amount.
Yeah.
PJ, Kareshi,
Yeah.
have you got 2 minutes for me to do donations?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
There's one particular big one here. I got $15 here from Willie Zialach, who says, "Don't forget the French kiss from Ziak on eLive Pro." I would like my $15 to go to Prince of Persia Sands of Time in French. $5 from James Kutz. Ghoulism here. I love what you guys are doing, and I'm a big fan of speedruns in general. Thanks for the great watch. $20 from Jesse Todisco. Great job on the work so far, folks. Can't wait to see more. And wait for it, we have a $600 donation from Naeem Gangat. Hi mate, big up from eLive.pro. Raisin 1911 crew. We are still sharpening the blades here. Whatever that means. This goes for all the representatives of the Triforce and for the French language. Okay. 100 for French language in Prince of Persia Sands of Time. And 500 for Link's Awakening DX.
Wow. Wow. If only our 2 Quebecers were here.
What's going on here?
This is unbelievable. Maybe we shouldn't have started with Demon's Cross.
So can you explain like where exactly is the issue with this? As far as
Sweeping patterns are horrible,
yes.
and they're not usually like this. They usually behave much better. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, in the arcade version too, the armors you can kind of trick. Nice.
Nice.
There we go.
Just 3 more.
3 more.
You can kind of trick, but if they want to be angry at you, they're going to be angry at you. And there's not really much you can do about it because your mobility is awfully limited. Nice.
I believe this is also the level with an invisible armor, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to go to that.
Yeah, I think he's just up there and to the left.
Ah. Yeah, so he is avoiding it, but there is an invisible red armor in this level. Thank you, Capcom. And hey, there's that trademark Capcom symbol. It's been in so many of their old games.
I missed it.
I forget what it's called. Alright. Good luck.
Okay. There's a spot there that'll just kill you. And the dragon spawns.
Oh, yes, and
Hit him
invisi-
4 times here.
Nice job.
Yes, he dodged the invisible death pixel.
shouldn't have been so much of a problem.
Yeah, that should hopefully show you how much a small difference in luck makes on this game. This entire series, really.
And you only get 2 hits.
So why was Ultimate GG released on the PSP of all things? It doesn't seem like a kind of system for Nintendo fans eager for another go with their chocolate nightmares.
Because Capcom isn't owned by Nintendo.
I know, but I was just curious.
Well, the second game was never on Nintendo.
That is true. And
Well, I mean, Red Baron was a character in Brawl, wasn't he? A trophy?
Red Baron?
Red Baron?
Sorry, the red beast.
Red Armor.
Oh.
I don't know about Brawl. I don't think so.
He's now in Ultimate MVC3, though.
He is correct.
Oh, that is.
That's the second shot.
And Arthur definitely is.
Nice.
Alright.
But unlike Arthur, people actually play Fire
Straight up
Emblem
make
Dragons and even win sometimes.
Yes.
So there is that.
I don't know why I called him the Red Baron. I just had peanuts on my mind. I don't know.
There are far worse things to have
Why
in
did
your
I-
mind, so I'm not going to fault you too much for that.
That was noobish.
Nice, nice.
There we go.
I've got the torch, by the way, because when you get to the end of stage 3, you can't kill the dragon with the lance, so you have to change your weapon there.
That's the thing I don't think was in any of the other games, like specific weaknesses like that.
No, in the arcade version, you can use the lance straight through until.
Huh.
Well, you wouldn't want to use it here, but you could use it up until stage 6 if you really wanted to.
Should've jumped to the right.
Yeah, the torch is actually surprisingly competent in this game. In pretty much all of the other entries in this series, the torch is garbage.
Well, I know PJ feels differently about the torch in Super Ghouls and Ghosts than most
Yeah,
people.
I love the torch in that game, but it's horrible. You can do some pretty cool tricks with it, but not really.
I'm sure someone out there will enjoy classic Vania daggers too.
Hey, they're strong and so.
Probably the same people who
It's like
like.
classic Vania.
Probably the same people who like Castlevania 2.
Castlevania 2 is awesome.
I like Castlevania 2. Had a speedrun on it once.
A long time ago.
Yep. That was a different place back then.
Yeah.
Armor.
That game's actually being worked on now, by the way. People are starting to figure out how to do some of the task glitches and stuff.
Get
Really?
over here.
Yes.
Get, fall through the floor.
So Castlevania 2 is pulling a Prime 2 into its
Oh,
popularity.
come on. What was that?
The seeds are being sown.
Yes.
I needed that armor.
At least.
It's always nice to see.
Turn for that guy.
It is not nice to see that. Bad luck, Rich.
Yeah, bad luck.
For those of you in the chat undoubtedly hating on Kareshi right now, keep in mind that this was very much a last minute addition to the marathon, and also it's what is it now, 4:30 in the morning, something like
It's
that.
actually closer to
It's like,
7.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there aren't any clocks. here.
That's how much we're losing track of time.
Yeah.
The point is, most of us have not slept for quite some time, so you can forgive us for being a little sloppy in the gameplay department.
That weapon that dropped way back there is the hatchet. And it is hands down the worst weapon I've ever seen anywhere. It's horrible. So it's, imagine the torch, except less effective and it pierces. And you can still only have 2 on screen, so you can't like stun lock those enemies. You throw the 2, and then you stand there while they destroy you.
Yeah, so that one is closer to Castlevania's dagger than in terms of uselessness.
Come on.
Oh!
Surprise flying burrito.
Yeah.
Of death.
I'm
Oh,
good.
wait.
Still trying to bait out this
Are
roll
you trying to make
up
the
top.
armor respawn?
I was.
Yeah.
Or get the armor.
Because I had to
The
get
game is up to your. The game is savvy to your tricks now. Whatever.
Yeah, sometimes if you walk over the tile that spawns the armor, while you have armor, it spoils the tile.
Ooh.
So you can't go back and get it later.
No thanks.
Really surprised at you not getting the dagger.
This is a better weapon for the boss here.
That's the first time you'll ever see anyone choose a torch over the dagger in this series.
The only time.
The only time.
Okay.
Hello.
Nice kill.
Something that sticks out at me. I'm gonna wait for the clapping to stop. Something that sticks out at me about this game is the fact that Kareshi is absolutely feasting it, and he's using up like over half of his time limit consistently. Like, it really expects you to be very, very good at just to beat it.
Yeah.
It's an arcade. It's designed to murder you. To make you put in more points.
Not even
That's the intentional damage boost right there.
All you gotta do is make sure you're confident about this guy.
Yeah, killing that ogre boss wastes a lot of time.
Look 2 is gonna be fun. What's the shield?
Nice. The shield is
You need
the
the
greatest. The shield is the weapon that, this whole series you need one weapon to beat the game, or to beat the loop, whatever. And the shield is this weapon for this game. It eats projectiles if you throw it at them. And, I don't know if there's a strength difference in this version or not.
No.
But it's really handy when you fight the Aramers, or when you fight those goblins that throw the blue
Maybe
thingies.
it's just my imagination, but it looks like it does less damage. Probably not imagination.
It's dodging everything.
Nice kill.
Nice.
Very well done.
He was the jerk one who got you twice last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That's very atypical luck. And they throw all these random weapons at you just to trick you. Like, they had a lance at the very beginning, and then a torch like 2 floors later, and then the hatchet after that.
And you're not allowed to pick any of them up.
Right. You absolutely need the shields.
What does it do? It throws you back 2 levels?
Yeah. Beginning of the last level.
Yeah. Stage 5.
What does?
If you don't finish these stages with the shields, it says, you're an idiot, go back and get the shields. And it sends you back to
Actually, it
stage
says this
5.
weapon
I wish
has
it actually
not
said
effect.
that.
This weapon has none effect.
Has not effect.
Has not effect.
You didn't jump into the shield, you retard.
Hard boss here coming out.
Right. Now, on the later games in the series, like Ghouls and Ghosts and Super Ghouls and Ghosts, you don't get to fight the final boss until the end of the second loop. In this one, you do the final boss twice. Once on each loop.
Oh!
You only need 2
That
shots.
doesn't
Absolutely thrashed.
compared to everything else in the
Trapped
game.
is a
Rapid progress.
Make rapid progress.
Yep.
We should make
Make rapid progress.
Rising traps is all good, and good, but divising traps, that's Satan's territory. You can't touch it when it comes to divising traps.
Okay.
Alright, so a bit of a congratulations for being the first loop. We got new donations.
Yay!
Alright, $50 from Nicholas Blake and $10 from
Thanks, Nick.
Michael Freeborn.
Thank you.
Michael Freeborn says $10 to name Kate Sith Testper the best of the FF6 Espers.
Testfair is great.
I don't know which one Tesper is, but okay.
It's
Doesn't he try?
what was that name again?
Oh, look, it's Yawn.
Tesper.
No, the name of the donator.
Oh, Michael Freeborn.
I'm pretty sure I saw a
See,
snake
it's,
enemy that looked suspiciously like Yawn a couple screens ago.
Okay.
I got an eyeball plant.
See, I've got to think back to Testbert. This is back like in 2004 when I heard about it. I'm pretty sure it's not something that's in the ground, but it has an entry over at Caves of Narsh, which is a Final Fantasy site.
Tritoch, however you pronounce it.
Tritoch.
Yeah,
Tritoch.
I
I forgot what I was
I think
saying.
they completely renamed it in Final Fantasy VI Advance, but it's Final Fantasy VI Advance Get
That's the one that's in the ice at the beginning of the challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
I'll live.
Yeah. Fine with it.
You can just reset them like that by scrolling them off screen.
No, but I need to get the jump into it.
Oh,
Like, when you show up, he's gonna stand there for a moment.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
little bit of showboating there. Throwing the torch just before picking up the dagger.
So there you have it. Surprise weapons block. Aptly
And I
named.
guess surprise weapon, yeah.
Oh, before I forget. So speaking of scrolling bosses off screen, in the arcade Ghosts and Goblins, the boss of stage 4, that big worm, once you scroll close enough to where he appears, and the boss music changes, you can just run left again along that bridge, and he disappears completely, and it drops a key. So he doesn't even spawn. You just run away, and they give you the key for the triumph.
It's the coward bonus.
The coward bonus.
Damn. This isn't easy. Trying to fight while still in that area over there.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's just needs to get out of the way.
Perfect.
Nice.
This guy will get caught shooting down if you're right next to him, and then you won't be able to like readjust.
Those enemies that are squatting and dropping the blue stuff, that remind me of was it the Bosniak Brothers Mario World?
So it's really difficult to appreciate how close he was to dying when that enemy was like 2 tiles away from him. You have to stun lock him like that to actually stand a chance, because otherwise he'll just plow through it and bring the hurt.
Here we go again.
No, oh, he's too low. I need to go on higher. Yeah.
Nice.
That may have been a bad idea. We'll have to see how the boss fight goes.
It's never a bad idea to damage boost.
Alright. Oh, he's coming my way. Let's see here. Now, the time limit they give you for this stage is brutal. As you can see, I took a shortcut.
So maybe they expected this for 2 rounds?
Maybe.
Nice.
Naya.
Oh, what?
He made sure
Nice.
to
A great
spawn
weapon for
both
them.
of them at the same time.
Ah. That
The
was
torch
fun.
is a great weapon for them because
now
you
we're
can
gonna
shoot it under them.
So yeah, that's what I mean. You have 32 seconds left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And that was just.
Yeah,
With
you
the-
have
with
to
the-
speedrun
yeah,
to
shortcut.
beat that level.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And the ogres, if you don't
So-
take that,
Most people don't know that this game has more than one song, like because it doesn't change until this stage.
yeah. I remember playing level 2, and many times, since I can't damage boost over the wall like Kareshi does, I have to climb down the ladders, and if the trolls are just hanging out there, you can't manipulate them at all. They can just stay underneath the ladder, and you'll be just stuck. And they can run the entire timer down on their own,
Yes, they can.
and there's nothing you can do about it. You
Alright,
just have
so
to cry.
this is going to be kind of hard with the torch, but I'll live. Hopefully.
Fear the torch.
Alright.
More to come. Not out of the woods yet.
Okay, this guy might give me problems. Let's see. Yeah. Ah, so far behind. Get to run back up now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to, though.
Yeah, keep me alive.
I mean, when you fight the Aramers, you have no control over where you're going. They're the ones dictating the entire battle. You just have to follow them.
Some armor. There's you. Crap. I need that other shot.
Oh.
Wow, he is mad.
Okay. Okay.
If you're wondering where he got that armor from, every stage, I think it's every stage in this one, has, 1 second. Okay, good. They have special tiles that if you jump over or, the fan, yeah.
Okay, good. That was the damage. Crap. I need to hit him there. Okay, let's see. 2.
Nice.
It's doing much
So,
better
yeah.
this loop.
At least the
Yeah,
game
much
is kind
better.
enough to give you armor after every
It's
scene.
just like you were warming up.
Yeah, it's warming up.
Like I was saying with the armor, every stage has some tiles that you have to, jump over or stand on or walk across or whatever to spawn armor. And if you, like I said before, if you have armor when you cross them, it's spoiled, and you can't ever get armor again from that tile, that life. It's not like you can just jump anywhere and armor appears. It just looks that way because Kareshi knows what he's doing.
Right. There's no armor in this stage. I've looked all over the bridge. There's no armor.
I know there's none.
PJ,
What?
By the way, got a shout out for you.
Is it from Nick Blake?
It is from Nick Blake. Looking forward to Super Ghouls Ghost Race. Tell
Thanks,
PJ
Nick.
he needs to put in a good showing for Western New York, because I imagine Neil is getting destroyed at Apex.
I'll do my best. Huh.
Right to it. Stacked.
That was genius. They have strong mind games.
Frustrates.
Yeah.
Okay. It's better. It's not harder.
Nice job. So you were telling me earlier something about their flight patterns.
In stage 3, in the blue caves, when you come up to that dragon boss, he has the same flight pattern every time, but the stage 4 dragon has multiple patterns that you can choose from.
Wow.
And then the one in 6, who's also a dragon, he has the same flight pattern. Oh, too many.
Oh.
I couldn't
Well,
handle
yeah,
5 of
You
them.
No,
said
they were-
swarmed.
That was ridiculous.
I shouldn't have been hit earlier.
You'll be seeing more of those guys in our next game as well.
The little guys?
Bizarre
The little
little,
ones?
little flying men.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
We'll turn
They
the
are
other in the next
trees.
game. No, there are some blue ones in 4B.
Yeah, and 4B.
Yep.
They're not friendly. They get hit really hard though.
Oh, come on.
That's why the shield's useful.
I can't make it. You think I can relax here, but no.
I think this is the hardest stage in the game.
Harder than 3, really?
I think so.
When
At
you,
least in the arcade.
Crap.
That-
When you get up there, you have to step away from the ladder in case you need to duck a projectile or something. In that case, he came up at foot level, so he hit me.
I love the sound of the burrito monsters. It doesn't get old.
I hit him once.
Sure it doesn't.
Getting close to that spawn point. Just being careful of it.
There's only
Too far.
there's only one in this one.
Oh, right, the next one.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
this is the overlap.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah.
there's wraparounds.
Mind games.
We're getting there.
Yeah, definite mind games.
Alright.
So you have to play my games just to beat this damn game.
As an arcade game, the reason for making this where you have to beat it for 2 loops is to get more quarters from kids who really want to beat the game. But this and Ghouls and Ghosts were arcade versions. Super Ghouls and Ghosts was just for Super Nintendo, but they still had the 2-loop requirement in that game because I guess it was just serious tradition by then.
Also because they hate everyone.
Yeah.
Now, the level designer was probably going through a bad marriage or something.
The shield weapon you might remember from the first loop, but in the later games you can't get the ultimate weapon until the second loop. So try to button mash against those ogres, and they'll probably try to kill you. So you have to get in a good rhythm.
He's
Sometimes he flies off the
He's
screen.
That was a champ right
He's
there.
too strong for the game.
No, he just,
Disclaimer: moving too fast in video game land may cause despawning.
That's the.
He's probably just afraid of me.
I think he just.
Yeah, that must have been it. He saw what happened to all of his friends.
Yeah. I think he just flew right into Demon's Crest.
Yeah.
hey, that's just
It's like, screw this. They're gonna play a game that's a little remotely fair.
At least he didn't fly into the rush.
Yeah. Yeah, that is probably what it
wrong way.
probably what makes his nightmare is they actually land
Scary.
in his rush.
yeah, very scary.
Whoa!
What?
I don't even know what hit
What?
you.
Is that a death pixel?
No.
No, it must have.
My
I thought it was
toe.
gone.
What?
My toe hit that spark.
Oh.
Wow, that's
One toe.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
For want of a nail, the life was lost. Is that too high brow?
I got it.
Okay, that's good. Someone got it.
Alright.
So the arcade version features something that I really like over this. And that's when there's moments of high tension, the screen just flashes ridiculous amounts of color. And destroys your eyeballs.
That's funny because at the moment there's like 2 colors on this entire screen.
Well, it looks a lot better in the arcade version. It looks really good.
Oh man, he wasn't supposed to come up.
That's gonna be a problem.
Is it
No,
like
it's not a
Sarah
problem, it's
graphics
just
or your arcade version?
Alright.
So yeah, I call
I guess
that.
they wanted me to fight that guy. Alright, let me get this guy to hop over here. You need to go walking to the right. This guy needs to that.
Nice job.
Yeah. I better deal with this guy. No problems. So there's one. Do you have the choice of fighting one at a time on the arcade?
Yeah, you can still fight one at a time in the arcade, but only if you lure the one down from the floor beneath them. If you go up to the top floor, you fight them both. These levels are so tense.
Somebody
Don't worry,
watching the
fuck
timer?
I'm keep taking care of your snake.
Alright.
I appreciate it.
About done.
It'll be very comfortable during the Castlevania runs.
There's
What a boss.
3304.
This story is happy end. Thank you.
Yes. Being wise and courageous or not you are.
You
feel
strong
strong, well,
ready.
In your body.
Return
Starting point challenge again.
It's the best ending you can ask for.